Welcome back. You're with us here on Leaders of Tomorrow. Tonight, our second The Influencer conversation is with Consulting Engineering Group. I caught up a short while earlier with Vishwas Jain. He's the MD of Consulting Engineering Group, and although they're based in Jaipur, they're today the country's largest consulting group when it comes to the infrastructure space, and with an order book that is impressive and with a growth and a turnover that's impressive. What really is helping them achieve those numbers? I caught up with Vishwas to understand all of that. Take a listen. Good to have you here in our studios, talking about Consulting Engineering Group, talking about the work that you do. And it's been phenomenal in terms of the kind of growth that you've seen in the last 35 years. You're touching, I understand, turnover of nearly 200 crores as we speak. In the 3 odd decades that you've been in existence, maybe you can talk to us about some of the work you do. Most of Mumbai, as we speak, the work as far as the infrastructure consulting work is being handled by your organization. Run us through the highlights of that.
Thank you, Sunanda. In fact, we are one of the largest consulting organization owned by any Indian in the country, and especially having our expertise in transport sector. As far as Mumbai is concerned, we are doing this Mumbai Metro, working as a general consultant. We are doing this Warsaw Creek Bridge. We are also consultant for Navi Mumbai Airport. So we have a wonderful journey right from the beginning, because this was a very small organization when I did my graduation in civil engineering in 1983. So without looking for any other job opportunity, what I did, I started my own consulting organization as a single-man organization for providing testing services. This is for testing of construction materials and these kind of services. Now this company has turned to a giant known as Consulting Engineers Group Limited, more popularly known as CEG. And we are very much into infrastructure, not only in India, but we are working worldwide in many countries.
So what has your experience then, being involved so closely with the infrastructure space in the country, taught you about how, what the trends are and what the biggest movements are really when it comes to infrastructure in the country?
Actually, any country, if it is a developing country, then infrastructure is a must. And as we are targeting for 5 trillion economy. So to achieve this 5 trillion economy, I think infrastructure will play a very important role.
Sure.
What I feel, actually, without developing infrastructure, country cannot be classified as a developed country. So we should develop quality infrastructure. Now this is a stage where India should go for quality infrastructure, and we would like to participate in national building. So this is my dream, and actually there is a lot of business opportunities in the country. Even in transport sector alone, there will be a need of investment of 30 lakhs crore rupees in next 5 years, especially in roads, metros, railways, high-speed rail,
sure,
airport.
Sure.
So India will have a lot of opportunities for contractors, consulting companies like us. So yes, we are very hopeful that this business will keep growing.
Okay, so if you're saying that you're hopeful and there's so much more to be done in the infrastructure
Yes.
space here in the country, as the largest company and organization which is really in this space, for an entrepreneur, for a small businesses that is watching this interview, at the beginning of 2020, the way you see it, where are the biggest opportunities?
Biggest opportunities, I think, in future will be, actually there will be a lot of opportunities for airport developments. We will be having high-speed rail very soon on the play, like Mumbai to Ahmedabad. We are connecting with high-speed rail. There will be more high-speed rail projects. Especially urban transport need more attention in India, because urban population is continuously increasing. What will happen in 2030? The urban population will tremendously increase, and we'll need lot of urban transport infrastructure, where construction of metro rails and all these will play a very, very important role. In India, as on today, you can see that we have just completed 700 kilometer of metro line in all these cities, and in pipeline, government has planned 1500 kilometer another metro lines in next 5 years. So this all will come as an opportunity for in infrastructure field, will definitely boost Indian economy, Indian GDP.
We talk about fundraising very often, and I do remember that the last time we met you, we did ask you this about the fact that you're debt free.
Yes,
Yeah, having been in this in the infrastructure space,
Yes,
especially
yes,
when
yes.
Everyone is talking about financing and fundraising for the infrastructure space. You've not raised any funds. How have you managed that? And what's your message? And perhaps in the near future, would you be looking at fundraising?
I'm a bit conservative in this kind of field, because raising fund will be very easy.
Sure.
Okay, but managing funds and managing business, because it should be a steady growth, not the jumping from one point to another point. So what I feel, and especially in consulting industry, if you are having a steady growth, you are utilizing your funds properly, then you can always be a debt-free company. And we have an organic growth in my company. We never diversified our funds to any other field. So that way we could manage, and actually fortunately, because of we could produce good quality of work, best quality of work in the country, and we get repeat client, and they are giving sufficient work for us to survive and to promote our business or to expand our business. And we are having sufficient fund even from our surplus capital. That is sufficient to run our business. So I don't think the fund is really required in consulting industry. Actually, my biggest policy and reason of the success of this organization, what I feel, right from the day first, actually we followed a policy of ethical, being as ethical, integrity and commitment. Sure. Because if you are fulfilling commitment, delivering on time, producing the best quality of work, then neither the funds will be required, not there will be any we'll be having sufficient work for our future business. Sure. You can imagine, we will be touching around 200 crore turnover this year, and we have an order book of 450 crore. Which is a huge order book. Means we are already committed for next 2 years for our work.
Okay. I do want to talk about something which is an equally big passion of yours, and that's something that you are involved in, and that's some of the CSR projects that you were talking about. You mentioned something earlier in your answer which was quite interesting. You said, nation building, infrastructure of course is one part of that, but some of the work that you do, maybe you can run us through that. Yes,
I would like to mention a couple of works, but each and every project is important for me. It has equal importance. But yes, we are definitely involved in quite good large size of iconic infrastructure projects in the country and at global level also. I would like to mention a project which we are presently doing in Mumbai, as Navi Mumbai Airport, International Airport, which is coming up in Mumbai. So we are doing the pre-development work. We are involved in Mumbai Metro, line 7 and 2B, 5 and 9 as a general consultant. So these are these are very large size projects. 78 kilometer metro we are building in Mumbai itself. Sure. We are doing Chennai Metro, working as a design consultant. We are building Warsaw Creek Bridge, which is 2.25 kilometer long over the creek in Mumbai. We are also consultant for part of Mumbai Nagpur communication expressway, Samruddhi corridor. So these are the important projects. One more project which we did, which was very much appreciated at national level, it was Eastern Peripheral Expressway around Delhi. Okay. You might have heard this was inaugurated by Prime Minister, and the work was originally planned for 910 days, as normally the all road projects and bridge projects, they normally get completed in 3 years' time. Okay. So actually we were given this challenge, and we could complete this work in 500 days. Okay, that's great to hear. My last question to you then, you've spoken about some of the projects that you are involved in, you spoke about your order book as well, but anything in the mid to short term that you can talk about in terms of expansion plans? We would like to add, say, water supply, water resources, then buildings also, because government is very keen to provide housing for all. Sure. Then there is a good opportunity in even power sector. So, to achieve this kind of economy, government has planned more than 100 lakh crore rupees to be invested in this infrastructure in different fields. So, there will be good opportunities, but there are good opportunities in India, but we would like to explore international market also. We have presence in Africa as on today. We are working in Ghana, Liberia, Mozambique, Tanzania, Bangladesh. We have completed projects in Australia, UK. Recently, we have one project in Zambia. So our expansion plan includes to expand business overseas also, and now I am looking forward to do business in Eastern Europe and Southeast Asia. So these are my target countries.
Okay, wish you all the best for that.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for coming down to our
Thank
studios.
Thank you very much.
All right, completely out of time on this episode of Leaders of Tomorrow. If you have any feedback for us, do let us know. Our contact details is up on your screens in just a moment. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.